Aaron Murphy here with Team GB defenseman Danny Meyers. And Danny, probably not the two results you wanted, but two games that were closer than the scoreline would tell, especially the French game. Most of the guys I've spoken to today just said, forget about those two losses. There's a win on offer tomorrow against Kazakhstan. What are the keys for you guys to come out of here with a win tomorrow against those pretty tough Kazakh team?
Well, I think that the whole plan really was to come out here and learn and gain some sort of experience against high levels. I mean, we've played quality teams before that have kind of gone up and down in Pool A and Pool B, but we've never played a team like Latvia before. That's a whole new level that we've never been to. So, you know, the fact that we kind of hung in there for so long, I think is great. So it's about just learning and experience, and that we weren't throwing all our eggs in one basket with this qualification. This is going to progress now for, you know, hopefully what we've done is going to. We're going to benefit in 3, 4, 5 years' time, and possibly the next team that comes along that tries to qualify for the Olympics could go that next step. I mean, what we've gone to Japan and coming here, that's 6 games that we would have played before the World Championships, which we've never had before. So every game for us is a learning curve, and, you know, with nothing supposedly on the line, it's a great way for us to learn and maybe juggle things around a little bit.
You mentioned the Latvian team there. I mean, those guys are ranked 11th in the world, but they're going to score power play goals against Canada, Russia, Sweden. It's foregone conclusion. Was there a moment in that game or a player in that game against Latvia you just went, wow, look at, you know, like a Sandis Ozelinch or somebody like that?
Yeah, there's a few plays out there, and especially as a D-man, you're out there and they're tic-tac-toe, and you're kind of like, man, this is tough work. They certainly make you work every shift, and you come off after every shift just gasping for air because you've been chasing them around for quite a long time. A couple of nice goals. There was a couple of missed opportunities they had as well. That you're like, man, that was a pretty sweet move. But you know, there was just those little things that that are mistakes that you can get away with back in our league, but you just get punished here. You know, you're slightly out of position. You're 1 step slower. You're half a second slower, and you know, they punish you. And but it was awesome. I'm sure I speak on behalf of the rest of the guys that to play players of that caliber. I mean, you know, that's what you strive for as an athlete. No matter what the sport is, you want to play at the best of your ability, and you want to pit yourself against the best players in the world, and that's something that we've done this tournament.
There was a 5-7 minute sequence in that third period against France where you guys had them on the ropes. Their coach, we saw him on the replay on ESPN. He was ashen. He knew you guys were coming, and he knew he was in a dogfight. That 5 to 7 minutes was some of the most exciting hockey we've seen in both games. That's kind of the way you want to start off against Kazakhstan, isn't it? Well, we have our style, and it was funny, I actually said that before the game to the boys. I said they would never have seen a team like us before. You know, most of the teams that they're used to is obviously that very European style, and they weren't used to possibly the dump and chase and the higher forecheck that we have. So we have a style that is effective, and but we have to try and get a grip of the game. And you know, if we start playing the way that they play, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And it wasn't until that spell where we got the goal, and I always feel with our team, it's kind of, you talk about these teams being so good, and possibly we go into games thinking, all right, let's just kind of hold on in there, let's try and just keep it as close as possible. Sooner or later, we're going to have a mentality of, you know what, let's go and win. And we scored that goal, and I think our whole bench just lifted and was like, well, oh, let's see what we can do here, you know, and then made it 3-2, and obviously it was an unfortunate mishap for the fourth goal for the French, but we have to take that next step where it's not let's hang in there and do the best that we can. Sooner or later we've got to be like, listen, let's go get these 2 points. And again, that's going to come with experience, and the more that you compete and do well against these teams, the more belief you're going to have. So you know, 3 years ago we lost to Kazakhstan 2-1, and they scored the winning goal 3 minutes to go. So there's a lot of guys that are still on that team that have that belief that we can win tomorrow. And you know, I'm sure there's a number of players on that team that have a higher wage salary than the whole of our league. So, you know, it's a big comparison, but when it's out on the ice, you don't worry about wages and stuff like that. And we feel good about our team. I'm sure you know, being around our team, how great our team spirit is. And as I say, it's a learning experience, and it's something that's going to be building, you know, for future years. Well, you guys have been first class. You've worked hard. You've battled hard no matter what the scoreline. So, look, best of luck tomorrow, and go get a win against Kazakhstan.
We'll try. Thanks, buddy.
Cheers, bud.